Welcome back to Numbers Live Sports Network. Thank you for tuning in. Today we have the last preview, the last team preview in our 30 for 30 NBA team preview. You're welcome. You're welcome for all of this amazing content here. We got our panel of experts as usual. I'm your host, Tweed. So we have the champion, the NBA champion, Warriors, the Dubs, Golden State Warriors. They won it. Steph, that's Jawan Cousin, won it. Shout out Team Light Skin, you know what I'm saying? Did his thing, finally got his finals MVP. So the Warriors finished off last regular season, with a third in the West. Pretty humble record of 53-29, pretty unassuming, but came in and handled their business. So, but coming into this season, a lot of excitement coming into the with the Warriors player-wise. So they actually got DiVincenzo. They got J. Michael Green. Lost a few players. Obviously, Gary Payton Jr. to the Portland Trailblazers. They lost Otto Porter to the Raptors. Toscano Anderson to the Lakers. But they did, shore up that bench guard and front court as well. And they also drafted Patrick Baldwin Jr., Ryan Rollins, and Gui Santos. But I want to get into the elephant in the room. Let's get right into it. The Draymond Green, Jordan Poole situation, man. It's been going on for a few. I feel like it's been going on for a long time, but the past week or so, it's been a lot. I think recently, just today, I think Stephen A. Smith confirmed that Draymond Green knocked that boy out cold. At least that's what he said. So, but question for you guys. So, was the punishment warranted? Steve Kerr came out last night and said that Draymond will not be suspended, but he has been fined already. Did the punishment fit the crime?
I just find it funny that Draymond Green didn't get suspended for punching somebody in the jaw, his teammate, but yet he got suspended a game for cursing out KD.
But
that's wild.
Why he didn't get suspended?
Yeah,
in my opinion.
What? That don't even make sense to me.
I think they said that they didn't want Draymond to miss ring night. So
you saying that you gotta play the game to get your ring? Like, that still don't make sense to me, bro. Like, you curse out KD, call him a bitch, hoe, everything under the sun, right? And get suspended for that, for verbal altercation. But yeah, and still, one of your budding stars coming up that's about to get an extendo next year, you punch him in the jaw and you don't get suspended. If I were Poole, I would feel some type of way about that. But that's just me, though.
I actually forgot he got suspended for that. That's wild. I guess Kevin Durant's feelings are more important than Justin.
You're pretty much telling me that my words towards KD is worth more than jaw. What you're telling me for that? Pretty much. It doesn't make sense to me. Make it make sense, right?
So
I could be wrong. I thought he was suspended because of the meeting after the whole KD incident. He actually cursed out the GM and the co-owners of the team.
Hobby ever. It's verbal words versus you getting punched in the jaw.
No, that's like cussing out a coworker versus cussing out the owner. Like, that's not apples to apples.
Man, let me punch Kerr in the jaw.
I mean,
let me punch Bob Myers in the jaw then. That's the crazy.
But here's my thing. If you never saw it, and here's my question. If you never saw the video, would you want KD suspended?
It don't even matter. We saw it though.
No, I'm asking you if you. I'm just asking you if you never saw the video, would you want him suspended?
Yeah, it's wild that the video got out in the first
place. Right, and that's the thing. I feel like we hear about teammates fighting.
Here's the thing, though.
We hear about teammates fighting all the time.
This is not the first time that we've seen this altercation with Draymond. He has a long-ass list of things that he's done.
I think
from kicking people in the balls, calling people bitches and hoes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I guess
but he's not suspended.
Now, what I'm saying, we hear about players literally fighting in practice all the time. Ray Allen and Rondo fought in practice. Jordan punched Steve Kerr. Like, there's always fights in practice, and no one ever gets suspended for it.
If I'm the commissioner, gym, all of that should have been suspended. All of that suspension, all of them,
No,
all of them.
no,
We
I
are
mean,
a team, bro. We are a team. We're not guys and niggas in the streets. What the
Hey,
fuck,
Phil,
bro? We're
Phil.
teammates. This is basketball, bro.
Hey, Phil,
This
Phil,
is
why,
we play as. You
he
gonna
can't
punch
even
me in
hear
my
you.
jaw
He
and
can't even hear you
die?
right now.
hey, Phil, why you get
I'm
your
mad.
internet straight? Minno, what was you about to say?
My bad. My bad.
I was gonna say, I do feel that the suspension is warranted for this situation, given the circumstances of it did get out to the public. Just because as an organization, you have to set a standard. I think, I feel like the only reason why and this is just personal opinion, but I feel like the Warriors had to go to Jordan Poole and ask him if he wanted Draymond Green suspended. Because I don't think you can make that decision without consulting Jordan Poole. Number one. And then if that was the case, then I don't have any issues with it. But because I feel like there's a lot of stuff that goes on in the locker room that a lot of people that we as the fans don't get to see. And like how you all said, like this stuff does happen on the regular. And so, but because it came out, that gives it extenuating circumstances. So as an organization, like the only way I would have not given him a suspension is if they consulted Jordan Poole and he was like, nah, we good. Like, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna keep it trucking. You know what I'm saying?
And I did see a report
Yeah, they
today
did.
saying that they did go to Jordan Poole and he said, no, he don't need to be suspended. And I think somebody said it like, Jordan, what you think Jordan Poole gonna say? I mean, is he gonna deal out of it? No.
That's the
I
thing.
mean, but
Yeah.
I mean, they consulted the team. You know what I'm saying? They talked to Steve Kerr, Zach Wade. We talked to the leaders of the team, and Jordan Poole talked to upper management. So now, regardless, so if Steve Kerr, if Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Jordan Poole, Bob Myers all say no, he doesn't deserve to be suspended. Like you just go suspend him.
And I'm with that 100%. And here's why. All of us on this panel have played competitive sports beyond childhood. That shit happens.
Mhm.
My thing is, and in all honesty, each of us on this panel has a brother who I'm sure we've all got into it with at one point in time, to where we were able, damn near the very next day, to almost act like this shit didn't even happen. People are saying that, y'all teammates, y'all brothers. Exactly. They are brothers. And if that's the case, why hold a super large grudge? Especially if what people were saying about Jordan Poole is true as well, to where he may not feel him getting punched in the jaw was warranted, but he does know he played a part in what happened. I don't like the overblownness of this. It's all because of the video, in my opinion. Completely all because of the video got leaked. Yes, he hit that man in the jaw and he was wrong. Okay. That's it. Like I said, we've all played sports past the high school level, and it's killing me that this is getting so much, but it's only because of the video. Like I said, we've all been athletes. We all have brothers that we've got into it with, even close friends, that we were able to brush that shit off the very next day once each person takes accountability for what happened.
Got it. You remember like football when 50 got suspended, punching that ref in the jaw? You remember that?
Man, that's a referee, dog. You can't compare these two situations.
I'm just saying as far as relevant. Like, bro, like,
Phil,
you telling me?
For one, that's different because a referee is in sports, a referee is considered a person of authority.
Yeah, you can't punch a ref, bro.
Yeah, like you punch a ref, like you're literally like you bump a ref, you suspended 2 games.
Right. Yeah. But
I just think that all them niggas should have been suspended.
Ain't no
should have been suspended.
I couldn't disagree more.
We agree to disagree.
Kobe Bryant was never suspended, and that shit was on tape. You know what I'm saying?
Should have
I
been
don't know,
suspended.
man. I just feel like I don't know. Like again, like your practices are the most heated things you go through in sports is
Mhm.
practice and tempers flare. Like I I didn't hear like we literally saw like we see and hear these stories day after day. I mean, just imagine the Detroit Pistons practices. You think they wasn't punching each other in there? Like I just feel like that's part of sports.
Right. So, question. So, how do y'all think this, this affects them going forward? Like, whether it be the start of the season
Zero.
or the end of the
I
season?
think it's zero effect because they're such a veteran team. If this was a team that was just put together and like just the chemistry and just like their leadership, I don't think this affects them at all.
So, okay, so how do you?
And I agree for the simple fact that, like they said, the option of suspending Draymond was bought to Jordan Poole. Again, I feel like if Jordan Poole is saying that Draymond doesn't deserve a suspension, one, it's because even though he may not feel the punch was warranted, he still took some accountability in some way, shape, form, or fashion for what happened. Again, we don't know what he said, but I did, and again, like Mino said, this is just personal opinion. I feel that he also took some form of accountability for what happened. I feel that maybe it would affect the team if he chose to, if he voted for Draymond to get suspended. I think voting for Draymond not to get suspended almost shows that, there's no real animosity after this, in my opinion. Excuse me.
So it doesn't affect them going forward. What about Draymond? You think Draymond ends it ends this season as a Warrior or not?
Yeah, I do. That's my question. My question is: at the end of the season, if you're the general manager, you're Bob Myers. You got three choices: sign Jordan Poole, sign Andrew Wiggins, sign Draymond. Who are you signing?
Poole and Draymond.
Poole and Draymond.
Yeah.
Now, I thought you liked Wiggins.
I do like Wiggins, but you have a young player like Kuminga that can step in and possibly do some things Wiggins does, and you have Poole there that can do the things that Kuminga can't do. Poole can do to fill a gap of Wiggins. I just think Draymond, like we all agree, Draymond is the engine of that team.
Man, I've been saying that. Y'all like,
no one ever disagreed with you. Like,
thank you. No one ever disagreed with that because we say that we feel like he can make more layups. He feel like we totally dogging the guy.
I be coming in and tell like, man, Draymond gets this team, and y'all be like, oh, triple single, oh, Draymond,
who said
that's
that?
true.
He had a triple, like he had a triple single.
Two things can be true.
Now y'all saying, oh,
man,
okay.
stop
full
it,
of it.
man.
Don't do
Stop
that.
It.
Don't do that.
Right.
Stop.
Please don't do that.
That was literally my analogy, bro. I said Draymond's the engine, Stephen Clay is the leather seats in the heat.
And we never disagreed.
No one disagreed. Well, I'm not gonna say no one, but I can tell you no one on this panel ever disagreed with you on that.
Tweedle just need an antagonist. That's what
he need Larry on the line.
Yeah, where Larry at, man? Me and Larry gonna create a show on the side. But all right. So that's cool. We'll see. Where does this team end up though? I mean, do they win? Do they repeat?
They're going back to the conference final at least.
Possible. It's highly possible. In my opinion, they got the real steal of the draft. Whether Patrick Baldwin Jr. gets a chance to showcase his ability this year or in the future, they got the steal of the draft.
Sean Livingston 2.0
with a much better jump shot.
With a three ball.
Patrick Baldwin Jr., let's just say he didn't get injured his freshman year of college. Easily could have been a top 10 pick. Coming out of high school was projected a top 3 pick. You can say it's biased. I still think that his college career would have been better if he had chosen Duke over playing for his dad. He would have been showcased a bit more. I can't say that he wouldn't have got injured. Injuries happen. But at the same time, some of those games he missed was because, we're not going to push him anymore because we know he's going to the draft and his team was ass.
Facts.
So there were games that there were more games that he probably would have played if he was in a Duke uniform.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
I honestly think that they got the steal of the draft in Pat Baldwin Jr.
Okay.
Yeah, because when you play 6 games, I want to say, Kyrie played 8. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
and it was a sprained ankle. Like, it wasn't even like a bad injury to Pat Baldwin. And like you say, just the exposure. Duke got pro days. Duke got scouts coming in daily to their facilities.
Right.
Like, so
nobody's going to UW Milwaukee practices.
yeah.
So
Just being realistic.
Chris, I got to ask you about your boy James Wiseman, man. What kind of year you think Wiseman gonna have?
He's
That's
ready.
my boy.
He's ready, dog.
That's
He's
my
ready.
boy.
He's ready.
It's the basketball.
I think he proved that with the little bit of time that he's gotten in the preseason. He's even gotten a little bigger, which is scary.
He did though.
To the opposition, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he gets to take off because, you know, for one, they did re-sign Looney, which is well deserved. Looney is a hooper, but I definitely think having James Wiseman is going to be more than beneficial for this team, and he's going to get a chance to show why he was the number 2 pick. I think he's ready.
Yeah, I want to see more of him. I want to see more. I want to see how he defends though. You know, that high pick and roll. He has more tools than Kevon Looney. You know, once it's on, I think that, you know, you just can't teach that frame and you know, that ability that he has. I'm excited to see him play for sure and get more minutes.
Hey,
I feel you. Hey, but let's be realistic. Kevon Looney was not shabby on the pick and roll defense in the playoffs. That boy played really good pick and roll.
Luka switch. He was able to switch on Luka a lot.
Okay. Just catch you up. So we was talking about, you know, the effect of Jordan Poole and the Draymond situation going forward, as well as these young Warriors and how they, you know, what kind of year they're gonna have. So what are your thoughts?
I think they primed to repeat. I feel like they got all the tools needed for, you know, to repeat. They retooled their roster by just, you know, keeping the players they need intact. I feel like you're going to see a transition this year from more of the older players. I feel like you're going to see like a change in the guard where it's going to be more of the younger talent, you know, taking on more of the responsibility for the team. Not saying that they're going to take it over, you know what I'm saying, 100%. I just feel like they're going to have more responsibility in order to ensure that they repeat this year. James Wiseman is going to be huge. Getting him back healthy, I believe, is going to hit James Wiseman. From what I've seen, James Wiseman automatically makes them, you know, the contender because he fills a piece that they've been, you know, missing for years. I feel, you know, not only is he a better defender than Looney, but he can knock down the 3 ball. He can spread the offense. Yeah, I mean, I don't see no real flaws in his game. I just feel like, you know, he just got to learn the game a little bit better and, you know, get a little bit more experience. And that's, you know, come playoff time, the Warriors are going to be tough. Jordan Poole, you know, he can damn near start on any other roster. They still got Wiggins. Draymond is their defensive back. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, they got everything that they need to repeat. And I really don't see anybody, you know, beating them in the playoffs. Like, I really don't see it, to be honest.
Real quick, around the horn. If injuries, hypothetically speaking, resolved, who do y'all see as the Western Conference final matchup?
Warriors Clippers.
I second that nomination.
Yeah, depending on seeding, Warriors Clippers.
I got Warriors Nuggets.
Okay.
This guy, I see you. You did consistent.
You think that's far-fetched?
I mean, is that far-fetched?
That's all. Not at all.
I mean, seriously, like, am I far-fetched by saying that?
No, you're not.
Especially since the Warriors could actually face the Clippers in the second round. No, because just given how the Clippers play, they're gonna load manage. I don't care what they say. Clippers could fall to a 4 seed, and the Warriors could be number 1 seed.
Wow, y'all have no hope. But all right, that's
You don't think the Clippers gonna load manage at all?
I didn't say that. Of course they will. Sure.
So
Tweet
yeah,
away
so
and
if
say
Kawhi not
nothing.
playing back to backs, Paul George gonna get his load management on. John Wall damn sure not gonna play back to backs. Like, what do you mean? That's
Tweet
the
away,
recipe for a
look,
4th seed.
Tweet away said nothing. He just wants y'all to see his reactions to the
Oh,
stuff
okay.
that we're saying. That's all.
Okay.
So
So real quick, I just want to show y'all this. This is scary as far as the bench goes. I was just thinking about this. DiVincenzo, Poole, Moody, Kuminga, Wiseman.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that guy Moses Moody,
Yeah.
bro.
That's why they was okay with letting Gary Payne Jr. go.
Yo,
that's pretty dope.
another 5-star talent.
and DiVincenzo ain't bad neither.
At
Nah,
all.
you not.
Hey,
He
hey,
not.
what did
We could use DiVincenzo.
what did
Yeah.
Iguodala say? Iguodala said, "Hey, that white boy can really hoop." Like,
Yeah.
Iggy too real, but yeah. So obviously the Warriors have the present and the future. They got everything they need, top to bottom. One of the greatest, one of the best right now franchises in sports. I feel. So yeah.
At the end of the day, Bob Myers should be in the Hall of Fame.
So
Let's throw that out there now. He should be in the Hall of Fame.
He will be.
It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, he definitely gonna be.
I saw a graphic the other day saying that since he took over, they're literally the best in the NBA as far as everything, wins,
Championships. Yeah.
everything, record, everything. So yeah, he doing his thing. We'll see how he manages this Draymond Poole situation and how that plays out. But yeah, so Warriors will still be there, man. You can't hate on them. It's crazy. So, but yeah, so that's pretty much it for the Warriors team preview. And that's it for our 30 for 30 team preview. You're welcome. Now, all the talk culminates into tipping the ball off on Tuesday, man. Can't wait. It's gonna be huge. I'm getting my league pass ASAP.
Place a $5 bet on DraftKings.
Already got
on FanDuel.
Already got the notification. I got my three month free right now. So we good.
I wonder what if we stagger it and don't, so say 4 of us, or say because you only need 6 months of league pass. So
True.
say we both place bets, we get the code. What if I don't activate my code until after your code has done his 90 days?
But you weren't smart, man. You smart. You loyal.
I'm just saying.
Okay, we're gonna all right, that's it.
And I bet if you punched him, he'll still give you your code. His code because y'all brothers.
That's my brother. And then we just go forward after that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people do. That's what we do. So, but all right. That's it for that, man. See y'all in the season, man. I'm excited. NBA season coming up. That's it. Go Clippers, man. Let's go. Numbers Live Sports Network. Yeah.